Hello and welcome back to me playing Dark Souls 2. Praise the sun. I forgot that I put it in the first part. This is the first official recording that I do with Shadowplay, the beta recording and streaming tool by NVIDIA. I've done several tests. I ran several tests, about 20 tests more or less. I've done 20 videos, some of which were even recorded with voice, just to see if there are issues that arise, essentially, is what I'm getting at. And all this while I'm talking about a lore series, of course, where I'm killing monsters that resemble those in Blighttown quite dramatically. But the point is, none of the recordings had any issue, although I've heard that some issues arise at points. I really don't need this ring, but I'm gonna replace it with a ring that we're gonna get soon. So for the second purpose of it, I'm gonna stop recording and restart recording at every bonfire we rest at. Save for the first one. Let's go back to the lore, shall we? Last time we've killed the Lost Sinner, if I'm not mistaken. This time around we're gonna go through the Shaded Woods area. And here we're gonna meet Rosebeth. Let me just check my equipment if I have anything decent for her to give her. I guess I could give her the infantry armor and stuff like that. Normally I wouldn't even bother with it. This time around though. Seems like I spent some money on I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I played with this character. Let's talk to the Rosebeth.
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please.
I think she's barfing.
I'm fine. I think... No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosebeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. You're that traveler.
No kidding!
I still haven't thanked you.
How haven't you?
Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy.
That's interesting.
So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
How does a prism stone relate to pyromancy is something that goes beyond me. Unless if it does, I don't know.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think.
No, you were turned by stone.
I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags.
Lady, I come from Europe. There is plenty of gypsies around Europe. You shouldn't feel ashamed.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Alright, let's give her some equipment. I have no idea what this does, actually. It gives you an achievement, that's for sure. You can just give her some gloves and be done with it. We're gonna give her this. We're gonna give her... I don't know. It's all the same to me. I guess this one's... And for the boots, why not the Grave Warden bottoms? The least sexy sneakers that you can find in the game, for sure. Alright.
I have my very own teacher.
Do you?
His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery. And so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But We were separated. Quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing.
I can relate with that.
Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place. I have my very...
Yep, you said that. Alright, she sells a bunch of things, amongst which is the Flame, Thunder, and Dark Quartz rings, as well as blue, yellow, orange burrs, some fire states to upgrade your pyromancy flame, as well as some basic pyromancies, especially Flesh Sweat, which is nice.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find my lord, but perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Carillion of the Fold is the dude, the mage that we've seen in Dwarf, of course. You have to have 8 intelligence for him to move to Majula, and once he's there, she's gonna have a dialogue. Oh, look, I found my master, but I decided that I will learn by myself. That's it.
What? Clearing the way was your doing, was it? Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No. That's not like it sounds, no. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Benhart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help.
I think I actually forgot to talk to him before.
I am in your debt. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it, by my ancient sword.
He teaches you the joy gesture, so that's nice. Notice the symbol that he has on the shirt, like it's a deer with great horns on the sides. The same symbol can be seen on Kraton's armor, but he is from Mira. And Benhart is from Jugo, or wherever you want to call it. Let me think now. Okay, so there's 2 things that you can do to approach this next area. This is an ambush, by the way. When you open this door, this will slowly open. That one will slowly close. You cannot run towards it and run away, no. And once that one closes down, all these 4 doors, actually 6 doors with this 2, will open up, and those nutsack monsters will come out and attack you. There's gonna be a total of 6 of them if you do not dispose of those down below, and there's gonna be 4 up above. But once this door opens, a basilisk comes in. The way you can approach this is by wrecking a door, that door particularly, with a bow. Any arrow will do. And then hit one of the monsters in the head. If you manage to hit him in the head, he'll draw aggro, as well as everyone else will. He will come down very much faster, while the others will still bash the door to open it. And you'll have more time, and also that door will still stay open, and you will be able to have more space. For the sake and purpose of it, I want to die, and therefore... Yeah, you cannot run away from there. Oh shit, I have no idea why it changed there, but apparently I killed all of them in one swing there, so that's quite cool. And yes, these are the same basilisks from the first game. I've actually thought about this earlier, and I've noticed that where basilisks are, dragons are too. We meet basilisks in 2 locations in the first game. Also notice here on the side, you'll notice that the eyes are tiny. Those big balls up there are not eyes. They have tiny eyes there. So yeah, there are dragons close to basilisks. In the first game, you meet them in the depths, where you fight the gaping dragon, and you meet them in the Great Hollow, which leads to Ashen Lake, the home of dragons. Are we about to meet a dragon? Well, I will not be the one to say that. You will find out for yourself. As this flask shard. Can't say no to that. This door here leads to a bonfire, but this bonfire is a bit tricky. If you rest at it, or rather, if there is a loading screen at it, that door will close down, and that door will close down. You'll have to pull the switch, after killing the basilisk, we'll be staying here. You'll have to pull the switch, and it'll open these 4 doors, and slowly open that door, so it's another ambush. However, this is a bit more approachable because, well, first and foremost, you can actually access these areas up top here by simply doing a jump. Secondly, also, there are stairs which you can use as platforming grounds to dodge their attacks, essentially. Essentially like one of the strategies, basic strategies that you want to use against Capra Demon. Human effigy as well as Soul of a Proud Knight. Can't say no to that either. And on we go to the Shaded Woods. Notice there is an aqueduct here. Very interesting, actually. Interesting because aqueducts are a typical Roman architecture as well as technology. And I believe this game is very much based upon the ancient Roman culture. The reason why I believe that is simply because, well, bosses resemble Roman soldiers, and Vendrick has a legion of soldiers, and on top of that all, also you might notice that there is a huge amount of trumpets being used. Not only trumpets, but I guess any, I don't know, trombones and French horns and whatnot being used in the music track of the game. By the way, you might have noticed that someone tossed a rock. There are these guys that toss down rocks, so yeah. They are assholes. They break poise really fast, so do be careful of these guys. They can actually make your world a living hell, is what I'm trying to get at. The other guy seems to have jumped down. Hello? Goodbye. I might say, Shadowplay makes this game smooth as hell. Unlike Fraps, which makes it a mess, laggy mess. Holy cow. I'm becoming a fan of this freeware tool, for sure. But hopefully it's not gonna mess up the audio as it did for a couple of people that I've heard used it. Keeping in mind I'm still recording audio separately using Audacity. So my setup right now is rather free, is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. But if it messes up the audio today, I'm gonna be very pissed because it didn't mess up the audio in 20 episodes. Or rather 20 tries, and if it messes up in a place where audio is very, very important, I will be very angry. Notice these statues. They resemble a bit the statues seen in, well, both in the Cardinal Tower of Forest of Fallen Giants, as well as it resembles a bit the statues in Dark Souls 1 in the Parish. What are those things in the bottom? Flowers. They're flowers. Before we go on, I'm gonna go to Majula and go talk to Kale. I forgot that he has an important dialogue for us. Well, would you look at that? That's free flames now.
Ah, yes. There is something I wanted to tell you. I was born in the land of Mira. Mira is also the home of an infamous killer, a knight in name alone. He was locked in the dungeon for multiple murders. But shortly before his execution, he managed to escape. And the other day, I saw a fellow with a striking likeness. And then... Wait. Well, I think he looked rather similar. No, it's true. I saw just such a man, I swear. I believe his name was... Cray something, I believe. They shared some resemblance, I think. Even more flame.
Cray something. Creighton of Mira? The guy that wants to be angry on Pate. Ho ho ho. So who's the one fault here? Pate or Creighton? Well, we'll discover it soon enough, don't worry. We're gonna return now to the Forked Road Bonfire, I believe is the name. Ruined Forked Road, yes. And we're gonna do some exploration. So as the name suggests, this place forks out in 3 different paths. This path, and... hello Creighton, that path. For the sake and purpose of it, I'm gonna do it the way I did it when I was blind, and which was obviously the completely wrong way. Of course you go like, I'm never going to go in that foggy hellhole down there. Shame. That is the way you have to go to. And I wonder if I have enough health to even survive that hellhole, if I want to explore it fully. That's what I'm trying to get. Kill these fools. There is a big treasure around here, and you'll know it soon enough. Ow. No. Dealt with it. Broadsword. And this is the treasure. Ring of Life Protection, Enlarged Soul of a Proud Knight. The Ring of Life Protection is the second one of those that we found here. So it gives you another purposeful use for being invulnerable for longer, I suppose, or rather, unkillable for longer. However, it's worth mentioning that that one is on top of a corpse, meaning that you can actually use bonfire ascetics at the bonfire there to respawn it constantly. That, alongside with another ring that is only available in New Game Plus in the same area, makes it actually worth the try to bonfire ascetic. However, keep in mind that also that makes the area a bit harder. Ah! Oh, I thought that I was far enough for that attack. Need to be careful. The Flexile Sentry, of course. Who else? I'm trying to figure out the patterns because I completely forgot them. I want him to do that side attack that I'm very comfortable with. I think that's not it, no? Come on, do the side attack. This is actually a rather simplistic... Oh, this is the double attack. Okay, he's now in the mace form. I don't like that. Just do the attack. There we go. That's the attack I like to see views. I can live with this attack all my life. Alright, that was risky. Keep in mind, I died to this Flexile Sentry more than I died to the one in the wharf. So there is that. Maybe it's because Lucatiel just loves to tank that one. Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe and Golden Falcon Shield. They are some interesting pieces of equipment. The Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe, I believe, is the same one used by Creighton. The beloved black axe of the gallant shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosa, another nation here, and Creighton is using it. No warrior matched the ferocity of unbeatable Lothian, but he abruptly retired from the battlefield and was never heard from again. Some say he grew tired of the frailty of human foes and set off to slay the legendary dragons. And Creighton uses this axe. And he has also the symbol of Jugo on his shirt, but he comes from Mira! Alright. Next one is the Golden Falcon Shield. Small shield used by Vogel Falconeers, another nation. Appears like a glistening gold falcon from afar. Domestic Vulcan soldiers are famously timid, so it is no wonder that the fierce band of mercenary falconers was hired to compensate. The falconers are rumored to be untrusting of others and demanding of prompt full payment. But no wonder they deliver much more than they are paid, and are well aware of it. You fight Falconeers in New Game Plus, and as the name suggests, they use falcons. They literally attack you with falcons that want to rip off your eyes. Shrine of Winter. Seek mightier souls! I think there is a bunch of symbols on top of the door. It's like the... I don't know how many struggles of Hercules. This door will open in 2 instances. One, if you have soul memory of 1 million in New Game. I have 463,000, noticeable up here. The second way to open this door is to kill the 4 Great Ones. This is the way to progress to Drangleic Castle, which you can see from here. A friend of mine will always question the morality of this path being just blocked by a bunch of rocks. Oh no, I can't pass! Oh, once I kill these 4 guys, I can now. Alright, cool. And he's not wrong, but at the same time, this is a game, you know? You don't question the 3rd dimension in a friggin' game. Never question the 3rd dimension. Question the concepts of magic. Alright. Up next is a path here, which again is not the right path. However, it's an interesting path nonetheless because it gives us another ring that is present in the first game but is absolutely not worth it in the second game, in my opinion. Unless if you want to do a one-shot boss challenge, I guess. Red Tearstone ring returns. Let's find it. There it is. A ring set with a rare tearstone reacts when the wearer is in danger, temporarily increasing its wearer's physical attack power. Keitha, goddess of tears, mourns the undeserving dead, shedding tears as red as blood. It is said that the stone set in this ring is one such tear. So it doesn't have the same origins as in the first game, which I believe it was the Knight Arston, or King Arston of Karim, that wanted to devise such a ring. King's Gate. It is the symbol of the king. They sure are a bit vocal about what the hell you have to do here, huh? No, we do not have the symbol of the king. I swear to God, the first playthrough I was like, oh my god, I need to do a gesture, and I started doing all the gestures in front of that gate, and I was like, why don't you open? Just open! I really didn't want to go to that foggy area, guys. I really didn't want to. We're gonna rest at the bonfire, we're gonna talk to Creighton, and we're gonna go through the foggy area because I am a masochist. Alright, let's do this now. Hello, Creighton.
Just wait, you dirty rat. I remember you. Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day.
Alright, that's it for Creighton for now, and welcome! Welcome to foggy, misty area of doom, death, despair, destruction, and everything that makes you cry. This area alone has 2 very interesting rings, actually 3 very interesting rings. But also, if you go here quickly, there's absolutely nothing here, right? Just ahead of a random hollow there. Also, sorry for looking, but that foggy area over there is filled up with ghosts that are or rather shades that will want to murder you. They are humanoid and they can be parried and they can also stab you in the back. So do be careful. Oh, I can talk to this man.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
No?
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to, and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by, and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, but don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance, but I want to warn you of something. My body, I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away. I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
He teaches you the decapitate gesture, which is kind of ironic, considering his state. He is headless, and his body is still alive. Mannequins were headless. Mytha was headless. Let's see what he sells. He sells the claymore, the greatsword. We're gonna buy one claymore because it's a nice weapon. He sells a ring of soul protection, which is just like the ring of life protection, but nullifies petrification. I don't know what this means. I suppose that petrification kills you instantly, and with this ring, the ring breaks, but you resist the petrification. Maybe that's what it means. Certainly not a good way to use it, but still conventional if you're afraid of petrification. He sells destructive great arrows, infinite supplies of lightning urns, as well as gold pine resin, so he is your man with the resin. And of course the magic barrier miracle.
I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for. I was born in Feroza, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days, but such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them. Go along and resume your journey. I cannot lie. I was a hired hand, and for example, but farewell. I will retire to my silence.
So he does come from Feroza. Feroza is known for its fierce warriors. And the Vanguard wasn't any particular fierce warrior. He was, unlike any other. Helmet worn by the ferocious Vanguard of Feroza. As Vanguard's helmet suggests, he was not unlike a mad beast on the battlefield. It's a lion helm. Feroza is actually home to the Faram Knights. I don't remember the exact name. I think it's like the Lion Soldiers or something like that. The Faram armor is the one that you see in the trailers being used. That is the Faram armor. It's the most trademarked armor of the game. And Vanguard, and those were the elite soldiers, by the way. The Faram were elite soldiers, and Vanguard was an elite amongst the elite. So he's a friggin' monster is what he is. He was a friggin' monster. Those big trees, they quite surely indeed talk. Or rather shout if you hit them. They're not really giants, by the way. They're not giants. So it's actually one area that eludes me. There is a chest there, and yes, indeed, there is a ghost there. There might be more. And he was gonna follow me. And he will likely try to backstab me when I open the chest. So always be careful. If you see someone approach you, rather do not open the chest. I will open it for the second purpose of it, because I'm a masochist. You don't have to kill all of these guys, but it's best. Chloranthe +1. Good. The problem also is if you play... this is definitely a ghost. Ow. If you play online, you will see the ghost as well as phantoms of other players, which is quite pesky, because then you will be confused by this area. And I'm telling you, this area is actually really small, but it is pretty goddamn well designed. I absolutely love it. I would love to see if this area was PvP and everyone was invisible. That would be kind of hilarious, really. But I believe this area is not PvP, so... they should really have added a covenant here, I believe. Like, something like the Forest Hunters in the first game. Does that more tricky to see, essentially, is what I'm getting at. Ow. Ow. No. 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 You cannot lock onto them, but if you hit them once, you see their health bar for a short period of time. There's several of these guys around here, so trying to take care of them before I open this chest, because this chest contains, I believe... Oh shit, that scared me. You see one in the distance, that's a real one. Old Sun Ring. We're gonna read the description of it soon, but first ow. Take care of unwanted visitors. Shit, they scare me every single time. No, stop. Stop. Stop scaring me. There is one other chest in the middle of this forest. Amongst... Oh, sorry. That's my phone. Along with another treasure. A treasure and a body that can be respawned in using bonfire settings. This one. What's Talisman? In New Game Plus, here you get actually a very, very powerful ring called Goward's Ring of Protection. You can use a bonfire ascetic to spawn it, you do not have to be in New Game Plus. And the ring makes you invulnerable from behind for 5 attacks, and then it breaks. You can use repair powders between those 5 attacks to prolong its usefulness. It is absolutely very useful against certain bosses that can one-shot you, by the way. I believe I might even use a bonfire ascetic once I reach a certain point in the game just to show it to you guys. But I have to decide that yet. It's certainly a cheesy way to take care of some bosses, that's for sure. There's another chest someplace that eludes me every single goddamn time, but it has one of the best items in the game easily. Especially for spellcasters. Only for spellcasters, actually. It's not useful at all if you're not a spellcaster. And I'm not sure whether these ghosts actually respawn. They might be respawning from the trees. I'm not sure. I think it's over here. Is it? Yeah, it's here. Be careful, because this chest is tricky and it's surrounded by a couple of ghosts, usually. That will backstab you if you're not careful. Alright. Clear bluestone ring. That's all. We looted all of the area. Let's go on. So yeah, the area is not that hard. If you do it the way I did it, I think it's not very hard. It's usually good. Oh! I saw you, motherfucker! I saw you! Someplace! I'm without stamina, so that's a bit tricky now. But I got it covered. I got it covered! Right, this is the exit over here. This leads up to the aqueduct, actually. So there's that. This is the final part of the Shaded Woods. What I call as Northern Lion Town. Not because Northern Lion has a particularly likingness to this area, simply because you have to fight lion warriors. Or lion men, or whatever it's called. I'm not talking about the same from lion warriors from Ferosa, by the way. They're different. Maybe. Radiant Life Gems. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe these guys, the lion warriors here, might be Gurms. The same race as Gavlan. And this is the Shaded Ruins bonfire. Alright, there isn't much that needs to be done here, aside from being very cautious of our surroundings, and you'll notice why soon enough. You might remember the laughing urns from the Huntsman's Scopes. They're back, and they will curse you. Magic bolts. Every enemy in here actually can and will curse you if you're not careful, but there is only one kind of enemy anyway. There we go. Okay, so there is a guy there that I'm gonna shoot with the arrow. Oh. Actually, did I upgrade my bow? Oh, I did. Okay, that's good enough. I'm drawing his aggro here. This guy, you have to approach them very similarly to the Turtle Man that we fought in Iron Keep. Essentially, wait for them to attack, and then attack them back. Be careful, they have a very, very fast and unpredictable combo of free attacks that will likely kill you at this point of the game. So that is something to be very wary about. There are 2 more lion warriors here that will draw aggro together. And yes, that is a giant basilisk over there. I've never been able to draw aggro of only one single one of them, so... What I do is run around here a bit and then approach this area. This is, I believe, the best area to approach these first 3 enemies. Easily the best areas, anyway. Wait for an attack, roll back. When it's 2 of them, it gets risky, because if they can both actually hit you, you will be likely dead again. But luckily enough, thrusting weapons seem to be doing a good job against them. If they're low on health, you might as well just thrust twice. Because you have to trust in the thrust, is what I'm getting at. Alright, I will equip some sort of arrows that we've bought, I believe. Yes, we did. Awesome. The poison arrows comes much in handy against big monsters that have stupid pathing. Case in point is that basilisk over there. The basilisk will only attack you if you approach it. If you attack it from afar, he will just stay there and be casual. He's a cool man like that. He doesn't give a shit about you. By the way, it's important to know that these vases can be broken by the use of an iron arrow, so there is that. So I believe 4 arrows should be more than enough to poison this chum, but it might not be enough to kill him. Because, as you might see, we did 500 damage and about 1/10 of his entire health was gone. This motherfucker has a lot of health, yes. Yes, he has. But we're just gonna casually explore over here. How many fragrant branches of yore do I have? 2. Okay. I'm just laying myself a path ahead. You're still being damaged? You're not? Well, here is a reminder of how it feels to be poisoned, son. Enjoy yourself. I swear to God, this is the easiest way to take care of him. I guess I'm gonna arrow him a couple of times simply because why not? Another once. Another once! And down he goes! With our almost 4,000 souls worth of a kill. He drops a petrified dragon bone! I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Keep it also in mind that the Eyes of Death are slightly resembling to the Ring of the Evil Eye. The Evil Eye being a one-eyed dragon that I believe laid siege to Astora. That is one part of the lore that I did not cover in the first game, but I believe the Evil Eye was the name of a dragon. A single-eyed dragon similar to Calamite that laid waste on Astora. Interesting tad piece there, you know. Astora was destroyed by a dragon, so that's something I never mentioned in the first game, but I believe that is what it is all about. You can actually jump up here. Oh! And don't be an idiot like me who slides down like a goddamn champ. Again, let me try this. You can actually jump here, there we go, and open this chest for, I believe, another petrified dragon bone as well as some titanite chunks. Excellent. What level is my current sword at? +7. How many chunks do I have? Only 1, so no, it's not in upgradable zone yet. Luckily enough, the areas that we're going to are stuffed with chunks. Literally stuffed. Be careful, there's 2 urns there, not only 1, so they are much faster at petrifying you. I'm gonna let my stamina recover a bit here. 1 and 2 and dead. Those are planks, and likely this message will tell you, be wary of danger zone, the vase. Danger zone and short ambush ahead. Is that a pigeon? I'm sure that I'm hearing things wrongly. I'm sure there is no such thing as a bird creature in this game, right? There we go. Get ourselves some Lion Warrior Cape. You have no idea how long I had to farm for this one in one game. Looks kind of cool. Not as much on females, but it looks cool on male, I believe. If you want to be a manly man with abs, Conan the Barbarian style. If you want to be Conan the Barbarian, definitely go with this set, by the way. This set resembles Conan really well. Also, I would like to you to notice the chains on the side of this skirt. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that cut there. There are a bunch of petrified lion warriors, not dragon warriors. Why dragon warriors here? And as I said, you want to notice how their skirt looks like. That is why I am led to believe that these guys are actually Gurms, or Gurms turned into monstrosities, as the case might be. Who's turning monstrosities again in Dark Souls 1? Oh, Seath. It can't be Seath, right? Nah, Seath, that wouldn't make any sense in this game, let's be honest. We get the lion mage and robes and cuffs and stuff. Let's actually read the description of both. Cape worn by Lion Clan warriors. The Lion Clan are an offshoot race that have no ties to humans and should murder anyone with the curious notion of approaching them. Here is why I believe that they are this is one of the only proofs that I have against me and my theory that they are Gurms, by the way, because Gurms seem to be like some sort of human kind of race. The Lion Clansmen seem to despise their own looks as they hate being seen. Lion Clan of Shoot Race, blah 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 blah. As if one day they climbed up out of the depths of the very earth itself. There we go. That's an interesting piece of information there. We also got a fragrant bench of yore there, so if you use a fragrant bench of yore on that guy, you will not lose any. I believe there was actually a jump that you can make to skip that statue entirely, and that statue will respawn, by the way. Every statue that you revive here will respawn. I believe there was a jump right about over here. If you took a jump here, you could actually skip this area, but I think they fixed it for the PC version, or maybe it's the 60 frames per second on the PC version that makes it a bit trickier. Right, let's go on. Yeah, I think we're gonna go on with the next area, because there is a larger area that we haven't explored yet. This area is very tricky, because there is a bunch of vases here on 3 different floors. One is up there. So since we don't need these poison arrows anymore, we can equip the iron arrows and... oh, wrong arrow. There we go. Let's try that one, and the final one is down here. As long as you die or do not have a loading screen, you will not respawn the statues, by the way. Or rather, the urns. Here is another one, and as you can hear, of course, there is a crystal lizard, sparkling lizard. Okay, killed him. He drops a Titanite shard, 2 Titanite shards, a chunk, and Boltstone. Boltstone used to infuse weapons with lightning. Then we're gonna get a Dark Scythe, if I remember correctly, and I do. I do remember correctly. Dark Scythe. It's a scythe infused with dark magic. It's nothing in particular. Hello, giant scorpion man. And this is the reason why we bought the Ring of Whispers. This man is not a normal creature.
Human, are we? This is no place for you. Be gone.
Why does everyone want me gone from everywhere?
Are you not afraid of me?
No.
Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me. Make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me, and we have been locked in combat ever since.
Alright, this guy, he says that he was created by a master long ago, and this master resented those what he did not have. And that drove him mad. It could be Sith. It could be Sith.
We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return.
And here is the important one.
The past is a distant fog. My name was Tark. That is all that I remember.
When he said that for the first time I played the game, I was like, Tarkus! I went ape shit when I heard that line. I was like, oh my god, is this guy Tarkus? Oh my god, is he alive? But From is funny. From really loves to not make it clear to you, so they removed the U and S from his name, and you're like, are you really Tarkus? And is that actually Sith? Because there is a character in this game that resembles the same description as the Master of Tark. However, not quite, for some reasons that I will explain later. But let's just say that knowing the information of the first game and knowing the information of the second game, his master could be Sith, but it could not. His master, however, could be Lord Aldia. It is not mentioned anywhere, but I doubt it. I doubt it for some particular reasons, because Aldia is far stronger than one might think, and I don't think Aldia went mad. I definitely doubt Aldia can go mad just like that, and we never see Aldia in person. Spoiler. Alright, so this is it for this place. Notice all the statues close to the Basilisk's death zone. And there is a drop down here that we want to take. Whee! This chest contains, I believe, homing solmas. Homing solmas, yes. This resembles terribly with the thing in Things Betwixt, doesn't it? And here...
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find the need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall. The dark is still nascent within you. May the dark shine your way.
This guy is Dark Diver Grandohal, or something like that, I believe his name is, or pronunciation of his name is. Or as my friends refer to him as, Holy Diver Gandalf. Put twin reference, will ya? He is quite a cool guy. He's voiced by the same man as Andre from the first game, by the way. And he's a cool guy. He is a Covenant leader, actually. PvE Covenant leader. And we're gonna use our last fragment bench of yore right over here to free up this Lion Warrior, because he might be very helpful with us. He might be a friend, after all. No, he's not. Oh, I missed. Swingity that axe. Swingity that axe. Oh, shit. Okay, fine. Be careful with these guys. They are a bit more dangerous than the... Frankie! They're a bit more dangerous than the Ironclads. A strange key shaped like a wild beast's fang. What manner of dilettante would create such a key, and what might it unlock? I've not read the descriptions of the 2 or 3 rings, 2 rings actually, interesting rings that we found earlier in the Shaded Woods. We will do that before the boss fight. Oh yes, we shall. But first we want to drop back where Dark Diver Grandwall was, because the Fang Key can be used down there in those tunnels. And yes, you can actually drop down that way, but there is a huge ambush there, which can actually mean the difference between life and death. So for the second purpose of this, we're gonna actually... I don't have that ring, right, forgot about that. I don't have the Ring of Soul Protection, but there is a bunch of basilisks down here is what I'm trying to get at. 4, to be more precise. As you can notice from the beautiful statues that I'm mashing my... Ah, okay, I can one-shot them, so it's not really an issue whatsoever to kill these guys. Now, this guy actually survived one hit there. Twinkling Titanite. And this door is open with the Fang Key.
Thank you for helping me. I am Ornifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way? Thank you, kind traveler. I believe that I can be of assistance if you would visit me at my home.
Oh yes, Velka's Crow People, Ornifex. She's gonna give us a bunch of lore, guys. She's gonna give us lots of lore once we meet her down the way. Oh crap. There's all the lore in the world from her. Anyway, this being done, we're nearly done with this place. Save for the one final boss of the area, which is in fact Tark's better half, the Scorpioness Najka, which is the boss, area boss. You can summon Man Scorpion Tark for this fight. For the sake and purpose of it, I will die. I will die, and I will, well, change my gear a bit, first and foremost. Let's change a bit our gear here and there. I will die, or try not to die at any rate, and I will try to show you a little secret in this area. There is some treasure that you can get only if the boss destroys it, and you have one chance at that every playthrough. Unless if you use bonfire ascetics, of course. There is absolutely no reason to buff. This boss is rather easy. This is my co-op, jolly cooperation boss. Every time I want to get sunlight medals, I'll get it. Here. Let's go in. Oh, look, it's a lady in the sand that casts sorceries. And if you hit her, she goes beneath it. And it's not just a lady. I swear to God. They're fascinated by this fucking thing so much. Now, you need to do this tail swoosh. Do the tail swoosh, Najka, please. Honey, come on. Do the tail swoosh. No, don't do the... Oh, fuck, the holy soul mask. This is easily dodgeable by moving away from her and rolling, essentially. Just roll. Sure, I'm gonna swing once, twice, maybe, no. So I'm trying to cue her to do a tail swoosh attack. Oh shit, I rolled too soon there. That's fine. Ah! This slab, the stone slab here, will make you absolutely immune to this attack, the burrow attack. She will try to hunt you down and come up top ground and kill you. She can actually kill you quite fast with that attack, so do be careful of that. But as you can see, the boss itself is not very hard. It's just that I want to show you that treasure if at all possible, and that's the reason why I didn't summon Tark. Before the patch, before he got buffed, Tark used to get slaughtered by Najka, and yes, you can actually cut her tails. I strongly advise against it, by the way. I strongly advise you to cut one tail, but not two. If you cut two of them, her easily dodged attacks. Shit. She comboed there, and that's why I had some issue dodging that. If it cut both tails, then she will not do her tail attacks anymore, and the tail attacks are the easily predictable ones, so I strongly suggest against doing that. This fight might take a bit longer than I want it to take, simply because I want her to do the tail swoosh at the friggin' tree! Hey, just please come here. Stop using magic and please come here. Come on. It's easier in co-op if you have a player on the side, because the tail swoosh is usually triggerable on the side. Whoa, that was dangerous. If you stay on the side of hers, essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. Come on, do the tail swoosh. No, bad Scorpioness. You're a bad Scorpioness. Ah, there we go! She does it! Yes! We got it! We did it, Reddit! Oh, son of a bitch. Now she's gonna kill me. Now just watch me die. Oh shit. Okay, it's good because she poise broke me there. Oh yeah, do that attack all day. Come on, I just want to murder you. When you're on the slab, she can either show up on either side of the slab, so do be careful of that. Oh, you're dead, son. You're dead. Even cut your second tail. Go figure. She doesn't drop anything from the tail. There is no boss in the game that you cut the tail off or a part of and they drop a particular weapon, by the way. Scorpioness Najka soul. Najka soul. Good job! You got a flame butterfly. They love to troll you with that. They absolutely adore to troll you with that so hard. So freaking hard. Alright, let's put ourselves my Chloranthy ring back. And what else do I want for my life? I want to read the description of her soul, of course. Najka, or Najka, was born of the misdeeds of an ancient being, a frail soul from the beginning that soon succumbed to madness. Used the special soul of Scorpioness Najka to acquire numerous souls. A frail soul from the beginning was born of the misdeeds of an ancient being, a frail soul from the beginning that succumbed from madness. And that is why I think it's not Lord Aldia that is the master of Tark and Najka, but it is rather, of course, our dear Sith, an ancient being that was frail because he could die and his brothers could not. He coveted what his brothers had, and therefore he got mad. Ambition, I guess. Did I explore this part actually, Adam? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Alright. Onwards to Tark. If you summon Tark, you have to rest at the bonfire and then go back to him, meaning that you have to kill the lionman. I can't go back here through here. Whoops. But if you do not summon him, I think he should stay here, and he's gonna reward you with it. So that's great. Hello, Tark. We need to put the Bauchka Wow Wow ring back. You cannot talk to him without it.
You've defeated my better half. This is my thanks. Take it.
Friggin' Birch of Yore.
I have no gods to pray to, but still I pray that your journey will be safe.
Warm up gesture. And I absolutely wish this guy's Tarkus. I absolutely want Tarkus to be alive, because Tarkus is my favorite non-talkative NPC in the first game. Wait, I put the wrong ring there. Why did I put that ring? I want the Royal Soldier ring. Alright. He's absolutely my favorite, so there is a reason behind that. And I adore Tark. And I adore Tarkus, so I really wish that he is, in fact, Tarkus. You can see Vanguard's area down here. I don't know if the jump is survivable using the cat ring, by the way. I'm not sure. And this is the last fragrant branch of yore we're gonna use anytime soon in the game. There is one more use to it, I believe, so... Yeah, fragrant branch of yore not particularly useful in this game is what I'm trying to get at. You get more than what you need, essentially. You have to unpetrify 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe enemies, so you're quite fine. Soul of a Brave Warrior and Twilight Herb. And down here... in this chest... we're in Lauron, guys. Accept it. We're in friggin' Lauron. I'm not saying, I'm just saying is what I'm trying to get at here. Simply because, you know, you get weapons exclusive to Lauron, you get materials exclusive to Lauron, you get enemies exclusive to Lauron, you're in fucking Lauron! Get over with it! Yes, sure, a cataclysm might have passed by and destroyed the land as we knew it. But there is just enough lore and tips that this is Lauron, so just have to accept it, guys. I can use this weapon, holy cow. Black Knight Halberd. Halberd wielded by knights who served a Lord of Light in a long-forgotten age. Even after their flesh was charred by flame, they remained as strong as ever and stood watch, challenging visitors to their land. This land is their land. They never left their land. Oh dear, oh dear. It's difficult to be misguided with all these tips, but yes, I guess it's true. There is absolutely no clue whatsoever that this might be, or rather, there is absolutely no 100% proof that this is Lauron or isn't Lauron, so I guess that is actually true. There is absolutely no truth behind the fact that Tark might be Tarkus, and there is absolutely no truth behind that this ancient being that created Tark and Najka might be Sith. There is absolutely no proof of that whatsoever. However, there are tips that lead to you to believe that they are, so there is that. And for those disagreeing with me that Sith is the creator, well, there is a reason why I believe that, and I will explain to you once we get to that point. Before we do that, there is some mammoths, mastodons in fact, that want us dead, but we won't bother with them. We're in fact gonna light this bonfire and we're gonna stop the recording because we've gone through quite a lot today. 1 hour and 4 minutes according to my stopwatch. So that's quite good. So, we did discuss a bunch of things. We still need to discuss the rings now, so we were gonna read the descriptions of those 2 rings that we've gotten recently. One is, I believe, this one. An odd stone ring containing a fiery heat accumulates power as the user is harmed, then explodes, damaging surrounding enemies while leaving its wearer unscathed. Our deeds will come back to us in some form or another, both good or bad. So basically this is Karmic Justice, the ring. It's really powerful in PvP, it's cheesy in PvP. You let yourself get harmed, they explode, they die. It's actually really cheesy in PvP, but if you're scared of PvP and you're getting invaded, just wear this ring and you're likely gonna murder whoever the invader is with the ring. You won't be doing a lot else anyway. And the Clublier stone. Clublier. God damn it, Marcus, our epic name, bro. You did this on me. Clear blue stone ring +1. A ring that belonged to Fiorenza, the only truly moneyed merchant in Volgan. Shortened spellcasting time. Fiorenza used his riches to buy up trinkets of luxury and rare collectibles, but was ruined after years of excessive debauchery. Interesting. And I believe we spent some souls at him and did not see his third selling options.
Sorry, have we met? Oh, sorry. It's just I've been awfully busy lately. Care to look over my wares? Please, be my guest. I upgraded my stock recently, although it may be a bit out of your reach.
He's a complete dick right now, so essentially the more you pay him, the dickier he becomes. And he sells the Alva armor now. Armor worn by Alva the Wayfarer, light but offers very high defense. Alva crossed many a land in search of a cure of Saint Serata's sickness, but failed and relinquished his knighthood.
Are you sure? Well, I may sell out while you're away.
Alva, who tried to rescue a saint, but failed. Artorias, who tried to rescue Dusk, but failed. Also, if you notice, actually, when you wear Alva's armor, you might notice from the back of it that you look very similar to the cover art of the first game. So, it might be like a nudge to Artorias. I'm not sure, like, you know, it might be a tip of, or rather like, you know, an Easter egg. I'm not saying that they are connected per se by lore. There is absolutely no proof whatsoever that leads you to believe that they're connected in lore. And therefore, I'm not saying that. But I suppose that their stories are kind of similar, and it could be like an Easter egg of sorts from. How do you even sentence with from software that they like Artorias' character, and everybody likes Artorias' character. Let's be honest. Who doesn't like? Well, he's a douche. Let's be honest, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm gonna say goodbye to you now right now. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time. Be well. Fist bump!